Here in the southern Carpathian Mountains, the highest peak is over 2,000 meters above sea level. It's a region popular with hikers and climbers. Visitors can usually count on snow from November to late March. Iulian Panescu and Adela Dadu were born here. They know the region really well and work here as hiking tour guides.
This area is very interesting for tourists because it's quite wild. So what we do and what we challenge tourists coming here is try the unmarked path. So the wild ones, let's call them like that, through the woods, on the plateaus or on the glades. We try to discover nature, and this is why people enjoy coming here.
Adela and Iulian offer guided tours of the region lasting between 1 and 9 hours. The participants have to gauge their fitness levels and decide what suits them best. Anyone with an interest in history should be sure to visit the village of Biertan, 1.5 hours northeast of Sibiu. The village fans out around a fortified church that served as the official seat of the Lutheran evangelical bishop in Transylvania for 300 years. It was also a safe haven whenever the village was under attack. Today there are over 150 of these fortified churches in Transylvania. Ulf Ziegler has been parish priest in Biertan since 1995.
Biertan hat eine besondere Ausstrahlung dadurch,
Biertan has a unique atmosphere, partly because this is not a typical example of a fortified church. Its many turrets actually make it more like a small castle on a little hill. 7 of its turrets are still intact. There are 3 outer walls. Many churches have just 1 or 2 outer walls, but it's very unusual that the whole complex is still intact.
Its interior is similarly well preserved. The door to the vestry is secured with 19 bolts. In 1900, this mechanism helped win the church first prize at the World Exhibition of Paris. The winged altar is decorated with 28 different images and is the largest of its kind in Transylvania. The church is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Transylvania is a region that bears traces of German, Hungarian and Romanian influences. Home to 3,600 inhabitants, the medieval village of Gura Rau Lui in the foothills of the mountains looks like a place that time forgot. The seamstress is demonstrating how the traditional local costumes are made. It takes over a month to make the apron alone.
This is something that we still try to keep and preserve. This is our identity. This is what we have left from our ancestors, from our grandfathers and grandmothers. And we have noticed that more and more tourists are interested in such traditions.
The rugged mountains, deep forests and intriguing history make the southern Carpathians a fascinating place to visit.